Hello, we have been diligently tracking all the data on the North Shore so that we can best advise our own buyer and seller clients, and wanted to share that information with you. So we are going to provide a link to this page, and there's a ton of information on here and a lot of detail that we aren't going to go through during this video. But if that's something that you would like to explore further, you will be able to. But I want to jump to this summary chart. And basically what we've done is, we're aware of the media saying that, interest rates are up and buyers are holding back and prices are going down and all of those reports in the media. What's going on nationally doesn't always translate to what's going on locally, and even town to town, it can matter. So what we've done is we are looking at the period of January 1 through January 25th of this year, 2023, and comparing it to last year during that same period. We know what last year was like. We all experienced it. So how far down are we relative to last year? Or are we up, or are we the same? I think that's a telling metric. So that is what this summary chart does. We have looked at the number of active homes, we've looked at the number of contracts, and we've looked at the showings in the period between 2022 and 2023, January 1 through January 25th. And here's that summary for the 8 towns that we are tracking on the North Shore. We're actually tracking some other towns too, but these are the ones we're going to summarize on the web page. And we will put a link up for you to be able to check out this page yourself as well. Basically, if active homes are up by 7% in Evanston, for instance, one would expect showings to be up. If showings are down, then that's suggesting that there is depressed buyer activity. If contracts are down, again, depressed buyer activity. So we've gone through each town, and here are the results. In a town like Kenilworth, active homes are down. They're pretty much down in most of the towns except for Evanston and Northbrook, where active homes are just slightly up. But for instance, in Kenilworth, they're down about 20%. That's active homes this date versus last January. Yet contracts are even. There were 5, in fact, during this period in January versus last period of January. Showings are way down in Kenilworth, but again, those contracts, which is really where the rubber meets the road, are even, suggesting that Kenilworth is having basically a very similar year from a contract standpoint as they did last year. I would say also Wilmette is looking pretty close to last year. Active homes are down about 15%, showings down slightly more than that, but their contracts are down still a little bit, but not tremendously so off of that 15%. So I'd say Wilmette is having a comparable year to last year. Then you look at a town like Winnetka, where active homes are down 44%, showings are down 44%. That makes sense. Fewer homes to see. You would expect the showings would be down. Contracts are way down though, 93%. So buyers seem to be hesitating a little bit there. So if you are a buyer, and you happen to be shopping in one of these towns, you might want to pay attention to a lower amount of showings and a lower amount of contracts, because that's going to make sellers feel a little more nervous, the ones that are active right now, and you will likely be able to negotiate a little more and push a little harder, and also be less likely to wind up in a multiple offer situation, or if you do wind up with multiple offers, in a less competitive one. If you're a seller, you may want to wait and hold out. You can still go into the private network, which is not encompassed in these statistics. And so you're out there if the stars align and you get the buyer that's going to give you what you need. But you might want to wait until these numbers improve a little bit. And we think they will improve. It's super early in the season. And we also expect that interest rates are going to be coming down, and some of the pressures that people are feeling right now are going to alleviate as we get later into the spring. So you might want to hang out a little bit, either go private or just hold off a little bit until the showings and the contracts are rising a bit. We will be updating this. You can sign up for updates, or you can watch for our videos, and we will let you know how these metrics improve or not, but I think they're going to improve over the next several weeks and months of the spring season. I do just want to show quickly that if you are going to go into this web page, we track blue bar, all the showing activity historically by month, all the number of active homes by month are the green bars, and the pink bars are the number of contracts with the raw data down here. We also, as of the 25th, have down how many private network coming soon homes are available in each suburb, with a little bit of analysis and pricing and month supply. So that's all for you to check out as well if you want to head to this web page. And we're going to be doing a video on coming soon in private network homes as well. There are some that are going under contract, including Winnetka actually has 5 that are under contract as of this date of January 25th. That's 5 off market under contract homes. So there is some activity going on off market, which also might explain some of these depressed numbers. But stick with us. We're going to be updating everything and keeping you informed. Thanks for checking in, and we'll see you next time.